What's going on, everybody, and welcome to another episode of our Be a Pro goalie career. Today we got another matchup here at home against the Philadelphia Flyers. Came over to the Western Conference for a tilt against the Golden Knights. Now, spoiler alert if you haven't been following along the videos, but we are on an absolute tear here lately. The Golden Knights are currently second in the league with a very impressive record. I'm not quite sure how Philadelphia is doing. We'll see the record in just a moment. But we're coming off the back of a really long road trip, getting a home start finally in the last video. It was a really solid outing. Looking to build up a little bit of momentum for myself here, get back on a win streak, looking for a second in a row. But more importantly, let's just continue to pile on the points. 2 more here against Philly would be massive. We're now into January hockey in this game, so we've eclipsed the new year. We're ready, looking forward to making a push as we get to the second half of this season and holding on to that #1 position in the Pacific Division. So like I said, home matchup, we're just going to go ahead and use the standard home jersey kit for the Golden Knights. It's been a while since we've had home games. It's been a while since we've really used anything besides all the various jerseys that this game offers. So we'll go ahead and set this one up. Like I said, I'm not quite sure where Philly lies, but they obviously have some extreme talents. One of the most notable being Michkov, that talented forward who's now playing for Philly. They got a really strong blue line. Lots of talent back there. Drysdale, Sanheim, Ristolainen. They're big, they're fast, they're young. Should be an interesting matchup. And there you go, 21-15-2 for the Philadelphia Flyers. So those Eastern Conference teams are still lighting it up. But 26-9-2 as we head out for the final moments of the national anthem here at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. The crowd is fired up. The lights come on, and puck drop is next as I get a little choked up with a little emotional rendition of that anthem. And right off the rip, you can see that Pietrangelo is in fact not back. I still need to check to see how long he's going to be out. I keep forgetting to go to his player page. And it's going to be Stone now trying to get involved. Massive hit on Joel Farabee as Frost will regroup here. Get that puck into Vegas territory. Drysdale now back to Sanheim. Sanheim over to Farabee. Konechny now will just shovel that one on net. We'll stretch out and make sure. Konechny, as we miss the poke check. Konechny in all alone beats the defenseman to the puck. I think the poke check didn't hit the puck, but it did allow Konechny to stumble a little bit as he rings it off the post, trying to tuck that one in as we were out of position. And in a scary moment in the first 2 minutes of this period, could have very easily seen the Flyers up 1-0. So gotta get a little dialed in, a little composed, no big deal. Some really fun things happening around the league. I've been watching so much hockey lately. It's actually wild. Vegas game last night. Dude, that top line combined of Barbashev and Eichel right now is so ridiculous. Like, they scored like 5 goals in the first half of the game. Like, they're just absolutely on fire right now. It's really cool to see. Obviously, our Golden Knights in this game are doing equally as well, so it's kind of fun to see art imitating reality, even just a little bit. But dude, the NHL is actually insane at the moment. Like, some really high-scoring games, some unexpected, teams doing really well, and some teams doing horrible that you wouldn't expect. But the injuries right now, preseason was a nightmare for injuries, and it seems like it's only continued into the regular season. My fantasy team, I think I had 6 injured players on the IR at one point. I had to drop 2 of them because we only have 3 injured reserve slots. But just let me slowly die in that fantasy sport quietly, and I'll just try and grab the first overall pick next year. It's a keeper league. But I got guys like Celebrini I drafted. He's injured week to week with a hip injury. I kept Rob Thomas, the talented centerman for St. Louis. He's broke his ankle last night, now out week to week. It's like, oh my lord, dude. I just can't catch a break. And then my goaltenders, like Bobrovsky, wins the cup and then decides to become the worst goaltender ever imaginable. But it is what it is. Let's get focused back up. 5 minutes now down in this first period. Couturier finds Tippett. Is Couturier the captain? I believe he is. Carlson will skate that one in front of the net and find Haig. Very impressed with the defensive pairings, especially with that Pietrangelo injury. You got Whitecloud filling in. You got Haig and Hannafin. Hannafin's been kind of a talking point in some negative regards here in this season, but lately really stepping it up. Another good play by Haig to get that puck in deep, and now it's going to be Hurdle giving chase behind the net. Another injury coming in the last game in case you missed it. Nicholas Waugh. He took that big open ice hit in the offensive zone late in the third period of that last game. He is out. We do not see him on part of the lineup. Little unfortunate. He was having a pretty good season quietly on that third pairing. But it's going to be Jack Eichel back on the ice. Stone in front. Stops and tries to find a man. Decides to just shovel it towards the net. It's blocked. And Joel Farabee. Joel Farabee gets absolutely rocked by White Cloud. And somehow that puck remains in the Vegas territory as we just get a piece of that Frost shot. He'll get the puck back. He's looking in front, and Farabee now tries to tuck that one in, and a couple big saves in close for the goaltender of the Vegas Golden Knights. Sanheim back to Drysdale. There's a couple of those bodies that I was telling you about. I think for Philadelphia, they actually have some really good pieces in place if they can continue to score and get good goaltending. Now, I can't remember who's in net right now. I haven't really been paying attention. We'll find out in a moment. They do have, I believe it's Fedotov, who's probably in net, as like this new upcoming goalie who seems really solid. They're still under, I believe they're still under the coaching of Tortorella, who's kind of established himself in Philadelphia. Also Tortorella. Oh, and there's a shot by Brayden McNabb. McNabb, the defenseman, jumping in and will pot his first goal of the season. What a play. That is a third pairing defenseman getting involved here. Unbelievable stuff. As I believe that was a mixed line. Our third line jumping on mixed with the second. And it's going to be Barbashev who spots McNabb, and it is Fedotov, the big goaltender, trying to spread out for that one. It's a little bit of a weird shot with some bodies in front. You can see him having a, he took a peek right at the end, drops to the butterfly, and gets a piece of it, but it just hits off the bottom of the gloves. And once again, the Golden Knights are off to a 1-0 lead here in the first, as you saw the point totals stacking up for some of those second line players. Barbashev and Carlson with the 2 points. Right now, Eichel alone at the top with 49, looking for his 50th here as we're barely into January. Great season so far. Another great start. But anyway, what I was just saying is Tortorella doing a fantastic job. You know, we're still kind of understanding and coping with the tragic injuries of the Goudreaus, but it's really cool to see Tortorella getting Maddie and Johnny's dad out to practices to even just try and take his mind off of it for an hour. I can't even imagine what he's going through. But really cool to see another team like Philadelphia and John Tortorella inviting him out just to be with the guys, just to try and have an hour of some fun in a very devastating period for him. Brink now skating it through the neutral zone. A nifty little play to tap that one into the air and keep it in a forward momentum direction. Carlson now in front of his net, goes for a loop, spots Barbashev. Barbashev over to Holtz. Holtz now, he loses the puck, and it's Ristolainen who finds Brink. A line change now. Can Brink spot some open space? No. Poke check in front. Ristolainen, he decides to shoot it instead of go for that nifty little pass. We almost fell for it too. But the puck will squirt free as Eichel momentarily was able to get that through the neutral zone, and a big hit by Hurdle. Thomas Hurdle doesn't opt to shoot a lot of the time, but when he does, he's got that hard shot that just finds ways of trickling through the goaltender. Not to be this time. Couturier in front. Eichel back to help out. Mark Stone up to Shea Theodore, who's had an elevated role, filling in alone really with White Cloud in place of Pietrangelo. Pietrangelo is a really important piece, not only for 5-on-5, but for power plays, for penalty killing. Shea Theodore's been doing it all, so very impressive season so far. Here he is now, up to Thomas Hurdle. Hurdle, he'll wait up, gives it back to Theodore, who tries going towards the net, poked away. Theodore now finds Stone, back for Eichel to White Cloud, and the defenseman looking to go for 2 goals here in the first period, as Owen Tippett now with a burst of speed, and we will make sure we hang on to that one now for our 6th save. A little bit of a quieter night. The last few videos we've had 35-40 shots against, which is a very busy night in net. Eichel being drilled there by the power forward. You can see the time on attack's pretty even. 4:28 left. Face off to our right. I believe this is our third line, and it is Howden filling in for Waugh alongside Dorofeev and Keegan Colasar, who tries to pass it up, and it's going to be Howden, who is just a step offside. Once again, guys, just thank you for all the love and support on these videos. The channel has been absolutely blossoming lately. We have a little bit of a lofty goal to get to 2,000 subscribers by Christmas, but I think it's something totally doable. If you guys are enjoying these videos, make sure you keep smashing that like button. Subscribe to the channel and help grow the community. It's been so fun. Oh my word. Interacting with you guys and seeing you appreciate these videos. It's been... Look, I've seen some comments where you guys are saying, like, I'm like the best commentator for these videos. Look, I am not even going to try and sit here and say that I am, or sit here and say that I even know what the heck I'm doing. But the fact that you guys are enjoying them, the fact that we get to interact in the comments, I'm doing my best. I think, you know, I think it's just something that I've gotten used to, that it feels kind of natural, and we've made a good little series out of it. So as long as you guys keep loving it, we're going to keep pumping out the videos. And so far, NHL 25, knock on wood, has been pretty bug-free, and it's been pretty enjoyable so far. So really, really looking forward to continuing this season, seeing how it all unfolds a few years' time. Drysdale now with a shot on net. Ooh, some tense moments as we go to poke check it. It squirts free to the Philly player. I also saw some comments, and it's a... Oh, here we go, Barbashev. Oh, I thought he had space. Decides to try and just slow up and take a shot, but Fedotov will hang on. I saw a few comments from you guys that were saying, you know, how do I stay focused as a goaltender but also commentate the game? It's kind of one of those weird situations where I didn't really think about it until I read that, and I can see why it seems very hard. I know people struggle with goaltending in general, but I always come back to, you got to keep in mind, I've been playing goaltending in these games for literal years. No! Our own defenseman kicked it in after a monster save, and it's going to go to Sean Couturier for his 6th of the season. You got to be kidding me. It bounces off the leg of Whitecloud, so we have to go into this desperation mode. And as he tries to stop up on the blue line, our defenseman will come in and accidentally kick it in. Oh, I think that's Alex Holtz. It's not even a defenseman. Oh, you hate to see that. Right there, he just tries to stop up. His inside skate will very easily kick that one in. And unfortunately for us, late in this first period, Philly is going to get a tying goal here as we head to the... Oh, that is such a shame, because it was honestly a pretty good effort to even keep the puck out of the net as it ricocheted. That's a nice little full split there. But where's the puck? It just trickles under our arm off the deflection of Whitecloud, and right there. Oh, he almost hit his other skate too. I tried spamming triangle to cover it, but it's going to be a goal for Philly nonetheless with 30 seconds left in the first period. Couturier now up to 16 points. Oh, that's a little bit of a heartbreaker right at the end of a period, but you know, those happen. It is what it is. Michkov picks up an assist. Dang it. Anyway, here we go. We'll focus on this as Tippett will rip that one in the glove. What I was trying to say is, you guys got to realize I've been playing this game for years and years and years. I've also been recording videos like this for multiple years now, so while I know why you guys think it is hard, surprisingly enough, I actually think that speaking and commentating and understanding who has the puck and understanding in my head based on my general hockey knowledge of who's going to shoot, who has a better dangle, who's going to pass, it actually keeps me more engaged. And I know it's just a video game, but like, you need to be focused while you're playing goalie in this video game. And I just find it, I don't know, it calms me down, and I can just focus on the game and the play more by speaking through it. Something I discovered I could do. I was like, hey, it's actually like, I've actually done pretty well. So I just kept doing it. You guys continue to like the videos. Here we are a few years later in NHL 25, and you know, that continues. It's just something that has become habit to me now. There's a nice shot in front as Konechny will regain that puck in the corner. Puck squirts free, and it's on the net now. We'll just jump out, make sure we get that puck forward. Stone, Mark Stone into the offensive zone, gets it across to Hurdle. Hurdle whiffs on the shot, and Sanheim will get that puck in the trapezoid. Drysdale now. Drysdale up to Frost. Frost looking for an angle, gets it back to Drysdale, and he'll rip that one off the toe of the pad. Eichel now. Back to Whitecloud. Pressure now on Thomas Hurdle, and he loses that battle. Full pressure now for the Philadelphia Flyers as Mark Stone says, enough of that. I'll come back and help. But he does the typical play under full pressure where he's not even passing the dang puck. Pass it, Hurdle. That right there. Oh, we got a penalty. Somehow we got a power play out of this. We'll make sure we stay in here until the puck is under our possession. I'm going to cheat a little bit, even if it bites us, because look how slow we are. It's a little engine that could, baby. Get there. Yeah, it's something that I have a big gripe with the full pressure is it just makes no sense to me. Like, why do your players just forget how to play hockey? Big rip from the point of Shea Theodore. And Frost is going to be called 2 for tripping. It was a really good shift and some really good cycling by the Philly players. But this time, White Cloud gets there just in front, and the poke check misses, hits the skates of White Cloud, and honestly, a little bit of a break there as we were under some severe pressure for multiple seconds of this second period, and we somehow get rewarded with a power play, which has struggled this season, surprisingly. 21.7 is definitely a bit lower than I would anticipate. Granted, we have 26 approaching 30 wins on the season, and like big scoring games too. But here we go. Face-off won by Barbashev. Dorofeev now over to Hanifin, back to Dorofeev, and a good stick in front once again. The puck bounces off the backboards and trickles into the glove of Fedotov. Come on, boys, let's stay with it. Yeah, I'm just truthfully going back to that. I'm just having a blast making these videos, and it's really cool to see the community grow and engage. And your kind words are really nice. You know, I'm glad you really like my playthrough. I'm definitely not the best, and I'm definitely not the best at commentating these videos. But the point is, I'm having fun, and it's in turn making for some pretty enjoyable videos. So we'll keep crushing it. You guys keep crushing it. 140 left here in the penalty to Frost. Lawton helping out as full pressure mounts. Can we keep it in? Hanifin does a nice basketball jump. Keeps it in. Corner now to Barbashev. Barbashev loses it, but he'll hit his man off the puck. And here we go. Olofsson from the point shot. He gets the puck back. A couple tips off the sticks in front. Johnson will fire this one down, and now the Vegas Golden Knights will have to regroup in their own territory as Hanifin gets there and finds Holtz. Second unit for this power play. 1 minute left. Holtz over to Dorofeev, and Fedotov, the big-bodied goaltender, will easily make his presence known, stretch out, and make a glove save, keeping this a 1-1 hockey game. I gotta tell you, with the scores that I saw on the Philadelphia's totals, the fact that they're, what, 5th in the league or 15th, whatever that said, the fact that they have that good of a record just shows you how good their defense has been and the goaltending has been for them. If their top scorer is only at like 25 points and we're already into January hockey, that is where they're going to win games. It's their goaltending and their defensive line. So really cool to see kind of a different approach from a team. We've obviously faced teams where, you know, you got guys like McDavid who have 75 points already in the season and they just outscore their trebles. In this game, nah, the Philadelphia Flyers are sticking it to their... Oh my gosh, what is happening with this puck right now? Get it out, boys. 25 seconds and we got, what, one shot? A garbage shot to show for it? Ristolainen will win that puck battle. It goes off the face of the Philadelphia Flyers player and into the bench. We got a face-off, a little bit of a gift right there. And there you go, 16-10-0 by Fedotov. 9-15, that's pretty solid from a 1A, 1B type of goalie. Face-off now, lost again to Jack Eichel, and something that I've seen struggled a little bit in front, as that seemed like a very weak number. 40.4 from a green one-timer, I don't know about that. Yeah, something I've seen is like, when I came into the season in the first few games, it looked like all three lines were just going to be so dominating in the face-off dot. With the exception of Carlson, because he's been good all year, I feel like the other guys have kind of struggled. There's been games where Eichel has looked absolutely incredible in the face-off dot, and then other games where he just doesn't win any. And then Nicholas Waugh was kind of the same thing, but now being injured, you got a different player filling in for him on that third line. Doesn't get a lot of minutes anyway. But the difference is the Golden Knights just have such a tenacity to get to the puck and challenge the player. So even if the other team wins it, they typically have a winger jumping in, trying to pressure him, which leads to a bunch of turnovers. It's kind of cool to see. Theodore now up at the blue line. Gets hit. Now Dorofeev. Dorofeev tries for that blocker side shot. It's another good one. Full pressure once again. It's been a really solid period for the Golden Knights, but with nothing to show yet, as the only goal coming in the favor of the Philadelphia Flyers off the skate of Alex Holtz trying to defend in the blue paint. There's a look at Scott Lawton. big forward for the Flyers. Face off now. And Howden will also lose that. So more minutes here for Howden. That's going to be Michkov losing that one. Now Theodore up to Colasar. Keegan Colasar finds Whitecloud, who spots Howden. Howden trying to showcase that maybe he should get some more minutes. He loses the puck, and Owen Tippett will skate this one through the neutral zone. Absolutely hounded, and a reverse check. Speaking of reverse checks, I don't know if you guys follow the league as closely as I do, or in case you're fellow Leafs fans. How BS is George Peros in the player safety? We had a reverse hit in the Leafs game the other night. It was Oliver Ekman-Larsson, been around the league forever. Reverse hits Jake Gensel. It's a perfectly placed reverse hit. Now, I will preface this by saying I do think reverse hits have always been kind of quote-unquote dirty just because they take place before the interaction at the puck. Like, it's a player skating to make contact with a defenseman, but the defenseman or a forward, whoever's making the hit, changes up at the last second and throws the body, stopping the play. Oliver Ekman-Larsson, perfectly placed reverse hit. To a textbook what a reverse hit is. Gets a penalty. The league comes out and says he avoided suspension but gets fined the maximum allowance. And it's like, EA and player safety, what are we doing? Reverse hits have been around the league forever and they never get anybody batting an eye on them. What is my player doing? Oh no. What just happened? Morgan Frost will bury his 7th of the season. Okay, this is where I wish you could turn off desperation saves unless I do it. Unless I actually make the trigger. Look at how stupid this is. This is a nothing shot. Hits off the side of the net. Why is my guy going into this move and sitting there like, hey, don't shoot it in? Watch what happens to my dude. Gets up. Hello? Awesome. You love how when just a game breaks in front of your eyes, leading to a goal. Come on, EA. What are we doing here? Like, I'm fine with the desperation. He should not have fallen over from this shot. It's in the corner already, and then he decides to go in. That's just the animation of a goaltender after a shot. I'm fine with that. Then he gets up. He's not in contact with anything. Does he try to spin clockwise into the net? Gets stuck. The shot or the, like, what is this? What's, oh no, this is just heartbreaking at this point. Oh, this is just absolutely heartbreaking at that point. Well, I mean, we got a kick-in goal from Alex Holtz at the start, and now we got Morgan Frost absolutely gifted a goal by the EA gods. I don't even remember what I'm talking about prior to that goal. I was so confused as to what just happened to my guy. But the result is a 2-1 hockey game for the Philadelphia Flyers. Now you just got to play through the bugs. Oh, I was talking about the reverse hits. Anyway, that was so BS. There's been so many reverse hits in the league, and nobody even gets talked about it. And of course, might sound like a salty Leafs fan, but of course the Leafs are the ones that get punished the most for it. Look at the playoffs last year. Pasternak absolutely rocked Tavares with the most beautiful reverse hit. Nothing. We'll let it play on. No, just because it's the playoffs. Anyway, what an unfortunate glitch here by the animation of our goaltender trying to get back to his feet. Gets stuck 3 times on the post, then does some spinning ballerina play with his stick not even in his hand. And it's a beautiful goal. Well, I shouldn't say beautiful. It's a nice one-timer play by Morgan Frost, but we'll see how the boys respond. You gotta just dust it off and pick yourself back up. Can't do anything about it now. It's history. Face off now, Jack Eichel. See if he can pot one here. And he loses it. Draisaitl, but that's the effort right there. He almost made the hit on Draisaitl and got the puck back. Yes, you lose the face off, but it's that just have a little bit of urgency to just go to the puck. Hurdle now. Back to Theodore, who spots Eichel. Eichel not on the score sheet in this one yet. Let's see if he can try to get his 50th point. Back pass to Stone, who spots Hannafin, and now goes up to Hurdle. Thomas Hurdle behind his forward, cuts back in front, and Fedotov will make another pretty good save, up to 21 saves on 22 shots. 2-1 Philly with 3:17 left in this second period. I mean, it's been a pretty entertaining game. Very low scoring, kind of physical. But now we just have to get back, just recover from that unfortunate break. Michkov now. He gets it across to Couturier. Looks like Owen Tippett was cutting towards the net, but it's a good play there once again by the defenseman of the Golden Knights. Hanifin will kick that one behind the net. And Hag there to help out his defense partner. Stone up to Hurdle. Hurdle. Poke check from Drysdale. Nearly steps around him, but runs into the body and loses the puck. Matvei Michkov. Talented player. Looks like he could be pretty promising. Had a fantastic preseason. A little bit of a sluggish start to the actual season. Michkov back behind the net. Gives chase for his forward, but the puck squirts all the way back down the ice. Icing somehow. I guess it is. I don't like plays like that when like the defenseman's standing right there and he just misses the puck. I guess it still is icing, but it's not my favorite. A minute 12 left here in the second period. Kind of a night and day situation compared to the the shots from last game's stat line. We had 44 saves or something crazy like that. It was an unbelievable busy night in net. Much different atmosphere here. Farabee now up to Hag. Hag into his own zone. Looking for somebody to pass it to. Will spot Mark Stone. Back to Hurdle. We have a very tired top line, but with only 7 seconds left, can we muster one more chance here? Hag down low. Behind the net to Hanifin, who in front. And at the buzzer, Eichel tries to beat Fedotov, who is looking pretty solid in net once again for the Philadelphia Flyers. And I'm not even going to let the game show me that replay again. That was just a little bit of a frustration play. Nothing we could do. It is a 2-1 hockey game with 20 minutes left. And I sure hope that is not the game-winning goal. 20 minutes for these boys to bounce back. Eichel, face-off, help from his line mate, and there's a good face-off win. And that's what you need. If you're not going to win it with your stick, tie the man up and have a winger come in to support. Sanheim now. Across to Drysdale. Drysdale, fresh ice, loses the puck, and Theodore will get it up to Hurdle. Hurdle, back to Eichel. Come on, guys. This is just sloppy all of a sudden. We were looking so good. And we just get a blocker on that. Hits the side of the post. Very close to deflecting that one in to my own net. Back out in front, a tip, and it's pushed free into the corner. Hurdle now up to Eichel. Eichel has a step on Drysdale. A little bit of a weird animation from him as well. The pass finds Stone, and he is pushed off. So just one too many passes from our defenseman here again. And it seems to be the same culprit. I do not know why Hanifin and Hag do not like to shoot the puck more. I get that they might not be, known as shooters, but like, my lord, somebody shoot the puck on net. Get a little crispy, weird, fluky goal. You're not going to score if you don't get the puck towards the net. Stone. Back in front to Whitecloud. Whitecloud will try a redeflection. There you go, a good scoring chance. Theodore. Back to Whitecloud. He'll rip it, and that's an easy save, but it squirts to the corner. A little bit of pressure as Philly was hemmed in momentarily, but Couturier will try to flick that one down deep, and I think it hit a glove from the player of the Vegas Golden Knights bench. You hear the Go Knights Go chant, a little quieter than I've ever heard in the T-Mobile Arena. Maybe 2 fans chanting Go Knights Go. York, he'll bring that puck down into the Vegas territory. Behind the net is Whitecloud. Whitecloud kicking it free. We'll spot Theodore. Theodore all the way up to Holtz. Alex Holtz. He's been good lately. Tries to get around Johnson, loses it. Pins his man across the board. Carlson in for support. Holtz now. And that's a very aggressive hit. I'm actually surprised that he got away with that one. York up to Couturier. Pushed off by Barbashev. Theodore now joining the rush. Up to Carlson. Carlson stuttered steps. Waits for support. Tries to spot Alex Holtz on the back door, but it's poked free. Come on, guys. Let's get anything started. Carlson tries the same thing and just can't find that pass before the stick is in there. Frost will just flick this one down deep, give chase for his forward line mate, and now Hanifin over to Hag. Hag finds Carlson. William Carlson, one-on-one with a very large defenseman there. Oh my lord. Nothing going in terms of offense here. We'll get across, reading that play. Farabee jumped in. Had time and space, but we'll make a nifty little play. We'll keep that one out. Find the net. Tries to shovel it in on the corner was Morgan Frost, and we will hang on now. 18 shots for the Philadelphia Flyers, and there's Fedotov as the puck hits him on the top of the shoulder and falls into the crest of his jersey. Come on, boys, let's go. What a weird night. Crowd is super quiet. We've had multiple games in a row where we've scored, at least 3 or 4. Just the one here and a couple mistakes at the far end, a little bit of a weird glitch. Somehow Philly's got a 2-1 lead. Eichel back to Hanifin. Tries to get it on net, and it's poked after a scramble off that faceoff. Finds multiple bodies in that passing lane. Sanheim up to Drysdale. Frost loses it. Eichel back up to Captain Mark Stone. Come on, Stone, do something, buddy. Eichel looking for his 50th point, and Fedotov will easily see that one and snatch that out of the air. I would love to see Eichel's 50th in this game. I don't know how long he's been sitting on it, but it has been a couple games. Chance trying to get the crowd back in, banging his little drum behind the net of the Philadelphia Flyers. 10:55 left in this third period. My, oh my, we're getting close to needing a goal. I mean, we need one always, but with 10 minutes left, you know that the chances are going to stop coming, and it's going to be Mark Stone wins that battle in front, and there you go. And I believe Eichel will, in fact, get a face-off unless they deem it unassisted, but that's his 18th of the season now for Mark Stone. Just wins a tough battle in front, about 3 or 4 different bodies. Grabs that one through the legs and just spins and fires right here. It's a nice, quick, behind-the-back shovel, not even really a shot. Just spins nearly 180, and that just beats the pad of Fedotov, who almost got back. What an effort in front by this top line. What an effort from Mark Stone, and we get this back to all square as Eichel will, in fact, pick up his 50th. Mark Stone now up to 41. That top line is crushing it. And that's what you need, just a greasy garbage goal. We've had 2 scored against us. That's how you're going to beat a goaltender like Fedotov in this one. Michkov tries to find his line mate, loses the puck, and now Eichel once again with a burst of speed. Jack Eichel double fake out and tries to go short side, but Fedotov will hang on for another draw. There's the schedule coming up. We got the Buffalo Sabres, the San Jose Sharks. So some definitely obtainable points here in the near future, I must say. Now, every time I've said that, we also get wrecked by those quote-unquote lower quality teams. We're just going to cover this one up. I held my breath there because I knew that puck was free. Just spam the triangle button and just get it as we go stare at ourselves and think, man, these animations are horrible in this game. But you can see the time on attack right there. 5:33 to like sub, 3.5 minutes? Absolute dominating in this second and third period. It's just unable to beat Fedotov at the moment and get some real lethal scoring chances set up. Hag now will try and do just that. He takes a shot. Great effort there. Stone with the rebound. 30 shots now against the young Fedotov, and he's having himself quite the game. Drysdale now. He'll skate it through the neutral zone. Loses the puck as he also tries to flip it over the forward core. Just not great hockey at the moment by either team. Like, it's such a one-sided offensive chance, but every play is just kind of sloppy. It just doesn't look like we have the chemistry that we found in other games this year. Farabee now, behind the back pass to Konechny. Travis Konechny shovels it back, and it just misses his man, but Joel Farabee will beat the Vegas defenseman. In front, puck squirting again. That's where the danger is coming from. It's going to be a greasy goal that wins this one. Carlson over to Hertl. Hertl will stop, fire it. It goes off the foot of the defenseman. Sanheim over to help out his forward. Gets it up to Travis Konechny. Konechny now in. Finds Morgan Frost. He's been pretty good this game. Couple of moments that looks like he could pot another one. Hertl up to Theodore. Theodore across to Carlson. Second line change now. Back to Shea. And just about gets another rebound as he's stumbling. Holtz will come in for a big body shot. And he had Carlson winding up, but he stops because he was just turning too fast. And that allows Fedotov to get back in front. Makes another big save for the Flyers. He is looking really strong in this one. Come on, boys, let's keep it up. We still got, 4:40 left. 30-20 are the shots, but the score remains 2-2. Face off won by Philly, I would say. Here we go, Holtz. And that is what this kid has done all freaking year long, baby. Alex Holtz strips the defenseman, turns, doesn't let the goaltender settle, and he will rip home his 17th of the year with a basically unassisted solo effort. Look at that battle. Just gets in perfect spot, and that shot's going to beat a goaltender 9 times out of 10, and he makes no mistake here. And Fedotov just waves on that one, not able to set up properly. And it's a great effort by Alexander Holtz. And the Golden Knights finally regain the lead at 3-2 with 4:26 left. And there is by far the best goal so far of this game. Kind of garbage goals up until that point, but there you go, 17th now. And this second unit continues to just flourish, man. Like, yeah, you see the effort of Mark Stone and Eichel, top of their game right now. But all 3 of those guys on that second unit are just so good, man. Carlson can shoot and score and make hits. Barbashev can shoot and score and make hits. This Alexander Holtz is having what I would say is probably one of the most underratedly good years in this video game so far. And they're all putting up points. And it seems like when one of them touches the puck, the rest do as well. That time unassisted, but you get the picture as we make a couple saves here late in the third period. Just really solid efforts off the face-off wins for Philly. And that's why I wish we would win more when we're in the offensive zone. Because that's Couturier winning it back. It sets up their defenseman. It's a nice hard shot with traffic in front. Stay composed here. There you go, tied up. Knew he wasn't going to win it. Carlson ties up his man. And the winger will come in, but it's a turnover. Woo! And I don't think Couturier wanted to do that. Maybe got a little bit too extended out. He really didn't give himself much of an opportunity, as I think he had the step on us, especially with his big body. But we're able to get across as he tries to tuck that one in back door. We'll keep that puck out. Full pressure here once again against the Vegas Golden Knights, and something that's we've really struggled with. Another face-off loss, but it's going to be Barbashev with his stick in the right position. Him and Holtz streaking out. Loses the puck, and Michkov back to help out. 2:20 left in this third period. It's a 3-2 hockey game. This is a weird one. This is by far one of those games where you're like, the deserve to win meter probably is kind of neutral. Nobody's really had that great of scoring chances. It's a little frustrating that both of our goals were kind of out of our control as well, because if I'm being completely honest, I feel like this may have been the game to get a shutout. They have 24 shots. Their first goal went off Holt's skate. Their second goal was due to a really weird animation glitch of me getting stuck on the net. Other than that, they really have not had high-scoring chances. That Couturier one was probably their last really good chance of the period. There you go. There's the 1-minute call from the announcer. White Cloud now trying to find his man. Loses it, but gets a good hit that sends the puck all the way down. Watch the goaltender of Fedotov. If Philly can get set up. There he goes. Fedotov to the bench. Michkov now waits for that man to set in behind the net. And a good tie-up by Mark Stone. 6-on-5 here as the goaltender has left the net. And we will make our biggest save in tight. And keep this one a 1-goal lead for our Golden Knights with less than a minute left. So Shea Theodore getting tangled up. Big hit along the boards there. And the crowd is finally on their feet. It's been a quiet night here in Vegas. But when it matters the most, they are cheering on their Golden Knights. Can we hold on for this one? Another face-off loss. And a tip in front. Theodore trying to poke that free. Morgan Frost will beat the defenseman to the puck. Back in front. 3 bodies now trying to poke that free. Theodore over to Stone, who finds Eichel. Eichel loses it, but gets it up to Hurdle. Oh my gosh, the turnovers right now, boys. The turnovers. Where's this puck? As we stone Farabee backdoor. And we have a penalty upcoming, or power play upcoming. And that should do it with 6:5 left on the clock. The turnovers in front just terrifying. It makes my stomach sink as Farabee was in all alone. I didn't even see the play there, but Tippett is going to be called for something. Slashing. So a little frustration after that goal does not go in. And now we have a 6.5 second face-off draw to close this one out and take 2 points in a very weird night here in Las Vegas, Nevada. But that's going to do it, ladies and gentlemen. We will now have a 2-game win streak and another win, another 2 points tallied on to this already impressive season. Oh my, you can see why Philly's winning. They don't score, but man, do they shut you down. And Fedotov looked impressive, man. And that's going to be it, guys. We got what we were looking for, and that's really all that matters. There you have it. How do we get out of this game? Why is it not finish game? There we go. You're going to have games like that. It's not always going to be roses and sunshines. You know, we've had games where we scored 5-6 goals. We've had games where we don't score at all. We scored what we needed to there. We got away with a couple of bad breaks. We pulled off the win. So you'll have to see it. The boys will surely be happy about that one. And there you go. 9-4-1 is our new record. Go ahead and simulate games to find out when we're starting next. See if the boys can put 28 up on the board. They do with a big win, 6-3. Holy crap, they cannot stop winning. Even when the games are kind of boring and close like that. I still feel like I'm super slow, man. I feel like I just got to dump everything into here. We'll put one into screens as well. Some good trading efforts, trying to get the speed up so we're faster in the crease, faster to get off the ice. San Jose up next. And we are getting that start, so it's back and forth right now in the January month of this season. We're going back and forth with Adin Hill. And why not? Like I said, if you're winning games and you want to rest your starting goaltender for a few extra ones, we're up to the task. We're going to head out onto the road for a matchup against the Sharks at the Shark Tank in San Jose, California. But for now, that's going to be it, guys. Once again, thank you so much for all the love and support. It's been an absolute blast. If you're part of that 90% of people watching this that haven't smashed that sub button, what are you doing? Let's smash that button and grow this community together. It's a really fun up and coming little community that we've built. Why not continue to grow it? Until the next video, guys, make sure you guys are taking care of yourself. Watch some good hockey. There's a lot of fun games right now. And until the next video, we'll catch you back here. Peace.